What's going on, Maschine Masters family? My name is MG the Future. Today I'll be bringing you another exclusive review for the Maschine Masters. So that means it's Friday, we have some new kits hitting the store. In this particular video, I'll be reviewing the Midi Gold by 2 Deep Beats. This particular pack includes both WAV and Midi files for you guys to kind of sample, flip, or assign your own sounds to. You also do some pretty cool things with the Midi data as far as creating your own custom Midi and scale racks within Ableton Live. And if you use any other programs such as FL Studio, you can use them along with the ghost channels as kind of like a tracing guideline. So hopefully I'll be able to show you what I mean in that context. In this particular folder, there's 13 files, and as you can see, each folder comes with both Midi and WAV data. Let's go ahead and check a few of these out. So these are pretty smooth. So these are what you would call starters. This will start your beat. You load the file up, you loop it, and you start building up your sound palette and your drums under that track. And with the Midi data, another cool thing you could probably do is let the Midi data loop up and allow it to inspire you to create custom sounds as far as sound designing goes. So they have a lot of cool uses, and all of them sound pretty smooth and modern as far as style and cadence. Let's take this trap one's Midi data and let's take a look at it real quick. All right, cool. So everything's embedded, velocity and everything that you're gonna need. I just need a virtual instrument to play it through. Let's go ahead and grab Old Faithful Omnisphere here real quick. Let's go into Patch Browser, search. Let's grab a piano of the sorts. There we go. Just another simple piano, never wins. It never loses. So I can edit this clip just to loop the first bar. Let's do that. Go ahead and rename it while we're at it. And what I want to do first, since I'm going to approach it like I don't know what the key and the scale is, right? So let's say we didn't have any analyzers, or if we are not quite yet there with music theory, what you can do is build your own custom scale rack. And I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. So in this case, it's a MIDI effect, it's scale. And what it does is it filters incoming input from your MIDI controller, and it filters it through this particular module, which will tell it which keys to output. So right now it's kind of set to a chromatic view where all the keys are triggered. Every key is accounted for. When you have the bass at C, the first column here is all C, and of course the row across the bottom is all C, and everything raises accordingly. So if I wanted to raise C to be C sharp, I can just raise the C key up one step. So now C sharp, I'm hitting C, but it's triggering or outputting C sharp. So that's just the basics of how that works. So when I looked at this MIDI data, there's only a few keys in this segment, so I might be able to get away with creating a pentatonic scale, meaning only using black keys. So the first thing I want to do in this particular module is erase all the white keys. And then we got to check out which black keys are already accounted for, and they don't necessarily all have to be a sharp or a black key. So F sharp in this particular segment is not accounted for, although it is over here. So what I'll do is drop my F sharp key down to F. So it's only one step away, so I'm just going to click this step right under it. So now that's outputting F, although I'm hitting F sharp. We got C sharp accounted for. We got A sharp accounted for. And I'm sure we got G sharp accounted for. The only one I don't see in this is D sharp. But there's no other key to sub it to because it looks like there's only 4 keys in all. 1, 2, 3, 4. We still keep D sharp, but we adjusted F. So what that means now is that instead of me trying to figure out the scale or memorize a new scale on the fly, I can just play those 4 keys, or in this case 5, just using all black keys, which is a lot simpler and smoother if it's your first time in that scale. It also gives it that kind of Asiatic feel as well. So it's hard to mess up. And then you can save it, of course, as a custom scale. In this case, we can call it Midi Gold Scale 1. So what I'll do is I'll move this over here. I'll go ahead and assign another instance of Omnisphere to it. And then you can build from that. So what I would probably do, listening to this as a piano, is add a virus sound. Like I mentioned in my previous tutorial, Omnisphere works, if you know the name of the instruments, a lot better than if you're just trying to navigate through 10 to 15,000 sounds. It's cooler to just limit it to a certain keyboard you might like. And like I'm fond of the Access Virus and Nords and the Rolands. So let's play this MIDI loop again. Let's speed it up a little bit. So the bass roots are A sharp and G sharp, which is real simple. And you keep duplicating this track. Like I said, when you duplicate the track, you keep your MIDI modifier so you don't have to redo anything. You can get rid of the MIDI clip and create another clip with a different sonic palette or different sound. So the piano's carrying the melody, the virus sound is carrying the bottom or the atmosphere. You could probably add a bellish pluck sound to it too as well. So you just use the black keys and just go back and forth from the root note. And since it's a shorter range, there's only 5 keys to kind of bounce the melody or to climb the melody up and down in a stair-like fashion from. So I'm gonna try to lay down something basic real quick. And then you just keep building from here. So this, because it's so slow and brooding, I'm gonna try to add just a slight bounce to it. I'm gonna go back to the kit I reviewed last week, which was the Reezy Tunes. Just grab some drums real quick. I know I skipped that first beat accidentally. Let's fix that real quick. And the drums themselves, they just need to be glued together. As you can see, this workflow is pretty simple and pretty straightforward and quick. And it all started with a MIDI loop. So if you haven't experienced the MIDI loops, definitely check out MIDI Gold. I also have the the joint in the store with the underwater pad files too that are MIDI loop based. Check these out this weekend. Hopefully that'll get you inspired, get ready for the summer. I know a lot of you guys are out of school, so it's nothing but opportunity for growth. Don't always consume the information and how to. I trust that everything you need is already deep inside of you as far as inspiration goes, but I do support the support and appreciate you guys for checking out, leaving comments, and interacting with us on social media. It helps us in what we're trying to do. But I hope in doing these videos, I'm actually inspiring you guys to take action. And there's a lot of dope products and a lot of dope tools, a lot of dope shortcuts and hacks and techniques and reverse engineering, all types of stuff. But all of this is just shown to give you guys insight into becoming the future, you know, as far as the tastemakers of tomorrow, and having you guys embracing the culture of sharing information and being able to bounce off ideas and already being familiar with some of the subtleties of audio production and be able to do something new. You know, I actually look forward to the day where I get to watch your guys' tutorials. You know what I mean? Where like all of this stuff is just like, that's like level 1. You know, it becomes level 1 because we're sharing it and making it available to people free for the most part as far as information goes. But anyway, again, I'm MG the Future. I want to thank you guys for tuning into Maschine Masters. Definitely support the brother who put together the MIDI Gold package if you liked what you hear. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the techniques or the different things that I did to build upon those loops, definitely leave them in the box below. If you're not a subscriber, definitely subscribe. If you want to help us out a little bit, share these on social media, Twitter, Instagram, etc. with the repost app. Hopefully we have something cool for you guys for the summer. And that's all I got for now. Until next time, thank you again.